Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. I've tried to use my Studio B that we're trying to come up with. Of course, it will be in operations in the near future. And I wanted us to look at something that is very interesting lately. I don't know whether you've seen Miguna's latest tweet. And Miguna has been supporting President William Ruto throughout the campaign with a belief that William Ruto is going to facilitate his return. But remember, after the Chebukati announced the results, and we went to Azimio la Umoja went to Supreme Court. So after Supreme Court, when the transition committee was planning for swearing in, there were calls by Oscar Sudi calling for return of Miguna to attend the swearing in ceremony that was held on the 13th on Tuesday. And I remember at one point Moses Masika Wetangula saying that, Moses Masika Wetangula saying that Miguna should be in this country to attend the swearing in. So there was a lot of vigor, and the freedom of here is here narrative came up very dominant and very open, because people really had a feeling that Miguna had a feeling that William Ruto was going to facilitate his coming back. So on the day 13th, the day William Ruto was being sworn in, he did a tweet that I want us to look at, and that tweet really brought speculation on the fate of Miguna return. This is what he said. I am happy to announce that President William Ruto has assured me that the red alerts will be lifted on Wednesday, September 14th. Thereafter, I will have my Kenyan passport renewed, and I will announce the date of my return on my motherland. Bravo. So today is date 16. The red alerts were supposed to will be lifted on Wednesday, the 14th. That was a day after William Ruto was sworn in as the president. So as we talk now, those red alerts seems to have been lifted, according to Miguna. But something really provoked Kenyans when is it Harun Adin, the Turkish investor who was deported last year in August, I'm sorry to say, but unceremoniously by the government officials, and that Turkish man who was supposed to fly with a delegation that was to be led by the then Deputy President William Ruto to Uganda, attended the State House luncheon after the swearing-in ceremony in Kasarani. So there have been a question of, did William Ruto team organize for the return of the Turkish investor, but they had not done the same for Miguna? And how did he come back? It is a question, because I think even by the time William Ruto was still be sworn in, before he was sworn in, he did not have those powers. Did he navigate his way through the DCI, through the relevant authorities, to make sure that the Turkish investor in the country? So people have been asking, if William Ruto was so honest on the return of Miguna, they facilitated the one for the Turkish investor, but the one for Miguna is not yet out, or rather is not yet solved. Now, today, Miguna has done another tweet, and I have picked this because it is incoherent. It is coherent with what initially had said. Now he's saying, I am a Kenyan-born citizen. I am more Kenyan than despot Uhuru Kenyatta and conman Raila Odinga. Both spent their youth abroad. I attended nursery to university in Kenya. I don't need any approval of documents to return home. All I want are red alerts lifted. Period. Now, what's going on here? If you look at this is someone who had said that all was done and everything was rosy, but it seems 2 days later he's coming back to complain that I don't need any documents. So the question is, the people that are supposed to facilitate Miguna return, are they requesting him for other documents apart from the red alerts? And even after the red alerts are lifted, because according to what he's saying, that is like they've not been lifted, is there probability that William Ruto made a U-turn on Miguna's return? And that is why the general is not very happy. I'm telling you, we are in a it's very interesting time. I am also one person who believe that Miguna should be back, but I don't appreciate his style of politics, because I understand, yes, things may be, he did not go through a good fate. Of course, everyone knows that what Miguna went through is not a very cool experience. But I realized that in his reaction, I don't know that it's anger management, or it's the brand of politics, or that is just personality. I agree with people who say that Miguna is his own enemy. And so it will be very difficult even now to believe him, because he can turn against everyone. No, for the last 5 years, he's been taking time attacking Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta, while at the same time, William Ruto, who is now the president, was the deputy president of the day but could not help. Now, there are some factors that are emerging on Miguna's return, and I want to believe that these could be things that are coming out now. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and like our video. Now, many people have been asking me, Kevin, how do I subscribe? So if you check this video, I think top left corner there is a red place, it's written subscribe. You just click that. So by the time you're watching this video, so already you've logged in your email. So if you click, it will just subscribe automatically. You click the notification bell. It's a bell just adjacent to the subscription button. When I publish a video, you will be notified. So those people who say I did not watch, I did not get notification, you'll be getting notification of our analysis. And through that, you're also supporting this channel. Now, I think people are becoming wary of the abusive attacks on President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. The William Ruto's handlers are seeing Miguna, and he has mentioned that he wants Raila to retire so that he can liberate the Luo. I don't know who is telling Miguna that the Luo needs to be liberated by him. I don't know who is telling him that. But then, if you check his Twitter page, his attacks are normally targeting Raila Odinga and former President Uhuru Kenyatta. What this means is, if he's going to be part of this government, he maybe joins Kenya Kwanza, comes out to defend the policies of the government, but at the same time attack Raila and Uhuru, it will be seen that the Uhuru Kenyatta's, William Ruto's government is actually going against President Uhuru Kenyatta, is going after President Uhuru Kenyatta. Even though Miguna is doing this in his personal capacity. This is normally his personal difference with those two leaders. But by that time, he's in government and he's in the country and he's supporting William Ruto, it won't work. They will frame that Miguna is going here or is being called just to attack and to revisit or to make revenge attacks against Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta. And in fact, if it were that these red alerts, they can be lifted not by influence of this country, or maybe goes through court and just obeys the court order, so that he comes the judiciary way, that what the president did is just to obey the court orders, but not his personal decision to lift those red alerts. And if a red alert is put, how long does it take? I think if he can maneuver his way on those grounds, it will be good. So that even if he's in the country and he's attacking Raila and Uhuru as he wants and writing books, no one sees him as William Ruto's proxy. But Miguna might start rebellion against Ruto's government. Oh my goodness. This is highly possible. I will not be shocked if he comes here, things go south, and jumps says William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua are not the best pair for this country. Someone might have sat down with William Ruto and told William Ruto that, look here, Rigathi Miguna is just seeking his return. And for him to make his political footprint, he has done opposition politics for long and criticism for long. He's one man that has not been on the side of supporting government. And kama kuna entity, the most difficult organization to support is government. To defend, it's the most difficult organization. Hata kama ni ya shule, it's easy to defend your university. It's easy to defend yourself. But defending a country is very difficult. Miguna cannot play that. He will jump ship and come against President William Ruto. And so William Ruto might see that his presence would create momentum for him to oppose the government. I see publicity stunts cooking. Someone wants to do this in a way that he can take credit. However, if you read Miguna's tweet, there is some bureaucracy challenges. Someone, maybe the red alerts have not been lifted, and maybe before the red alerts are lifted, someone is asking for documents. Because what he's saying there is, I don't need document. I was born in Kenya. Are there officials that are still standing on Miguna's way? Even after red alerts, even though those red alerts have not been lifted, according to that tweet, but are there officials that are asking for the documents? It could be that Miguna's comeback is being frustrated by very simple thing known as bureaucracy, procedures. I don't know who has to sign and consult who will do what and do this. Just on that ground, those can always delay you. And from where I am, I don't know what you think about the comeback of Miguna. I just have a free word that he can make a good, he can make his way well, but I think he should pick the right battles. There's some battles now that either they're too old or they are not catchy. Attacking Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga will not be catchy. In fact, he would face a backlash if he comes here and starts attacking Raila. You know, the person you're attacking has not become president. So, like, it doesn't add any value. And of course, with the kind of situation in the country, intelligence might also advise the president that, look, wait, if Miguna is here and starts opposing government, he can build rebellion. So there are a lot of it that comes into it, but I really wait to see the day that the general will be back in the country, straight from Canada.